was just wanting to do my makeup and give you guys this whole video about another story that I was going to tell you. And but I've had to go to the bathroom for like the last hour, which is related to the other video that I was going to make. And I was having the worst luck. So I pulled over to a gas station and they required a key, and I hate those. So I was like, I'll just go find another gas station. Like, you know, the great big key like this. Anyway, don't like using those. And so, ouch, I don't know where I am. I'm stuck in the airport, that's where I am. Oh my gosh. I'm really having a night. So I had to go, so I went to that gas station and had no luck. So I went to a Maverick because I've learned through experience that Mavericks generally have really good bathrooms. They're clean and I don't know, they have what you need. But I went to Maverick and it was closed for some odd reason. They were maybe doing renovations inside, so like there was nothing on the shelves, but people were still filling up with gas, which is why I didn't realize that it was closed. Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. So I finally just gave up and turned my app back on and took an Uber. I was like, what the heck, I'll figure out the bathroom thing later, because I'm just having so much bad luck. Because when I got off to go to the Maverick, then it was like one of those weird freeway exit things, and I don't know how to go out of here. I guess I was going the right way in the first place. So took an Uber to the airport. She was awesome. She was from Israel. We talked and talked and talked. I found out what Shabbat Shalom means. I knew that was the right thing to say, but I didn't exactly know what it meant. Obviously, Shabbat is a Sabbath. Shalom means peace, but it just didn't, quite like add up. Oh my gosh, my hands are stinging so bad. So I dropped her off. There's a gas station at the airport. It's really convenient. I've used it before. So I was like, that one has a bathroom and it's clean. Like, I love that one. So I stopped at the bathroom after dropping her off at the airport and was like happily leaving to my car. And I actually started to pull out and realized that my water was almost empty. And it's really important when you're driving a lot to stay hydrated and keep a lot of water, which is again why I had to go to the bathroom so bad. But I had like this much water and an hour drive back home. So I didn't want to be out of water. And so I made the wise decision to go back into the gas station before leaving and get water. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Please tell me there's nothing wrong with that. Because as I was walking out of the gas station in the dark, and I left my car running because I'm like, nobody's gonna steal my car at the airport. And they didn't. I'm walking toward my car. I do not know what happened. I didn't trip on anything that I know of. There was nothing in the way obstructing my path. The next thing I knew, I was going down and hard. And I don't know why. I tried to stop myself and I full on hit the pavement, like hit my hands really hard. They still sting really bad. Scraped both of my knees, ripped my brand new jeans open on both knees. It took a minute. I checked to see if I'm bleeding. I'm definitely bleeding. And it's been ages since I've done that. I mean, I actually said a quick prayer and thanked God that this doesn't happen often because it's not fun. I remember when I was a kid, like used to fall and scrape my knees all the time. It almost never happens when you're in your 40s. That's something to be grateful for. But the worst part of all of this is that nobody noticed. And the parking lot was full. And there were people getting in and out of cars. And there was a guy sitting there right next to my car on his phone. Nobody saw me. Because they would have, like it's human nature, they would have checked to make sure I was okay or like watched me walk awkwardly to my car or something. But I picked myself up off the ground. I assessed the damage and not one single soul witnessed what happened. And I don't know why that made it so much worse. Because I'm like in tears and in pain and I'm ripped open and bleeding and nobody got to see it. So I had to share it with you so I at least have an audience and you'll see this way after the fact. But maybe I'll get some sympathy. Oh my gosh, so my hands hurt so bad. I didn't break the skin on my hands, thankfully. That would be really bad, but they're like numb. Like I hit them so hard. It's like a combination of like being numb and like stinging so bad. I just hit the pavement like full force. Whew, I am so out of breath. So that was my little experience tonight. And the story I was gonna tell you about related to my bladder will have to wait because hello, I don't have my makeup done, and that's a cute story and it deserves a cute face. So this is a short version, and I know my phone's turned the wrong way. It's oriented vertically, which doesn't make for great YouTube videos, but the problem is I was going to try turning it and it doesn't work. It looks terrible. Steering wheel's in the way. It's too, then the angle's wrong. The camera's up here. This works. If I do it the other way, it doesn't work. And anyway, I just need a hug. need a hug and some reassurance, because you just don't trip and fall and skin your knee when you're in your 40s. And I remember my mom doing this. I remember my mom one time, and I don't remember why she fell, and it was a similar thing where there was no warning and no apparent reason. But with my mom, it made sense because she said she always used to fall, and that she said that's because her legs are longer between her knee and her feet, like between her knee and her ankle, than her hip and her thigh. And I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't know if it's true if it actually makes you fall more, but that's what she says. And I don't have that problem that I know of. I think I'm either equal or my thighs were longer. So, oh my gosh, my poor bleeding knees. I want to be careful not to miss my exit, which I think I already did. It's kind of distracting, you know? I'm trying to make a video and tell people about a really stupid accident like this, but I just need some sympathy, so please don't be mean in the comments, because even if you're not 6 years old, it still hurts, like, emotionally. It hurts your pride. It hurts your sense of self, because I'm like, how was I idiotic enough for that to happen? It doesn't make any, like, reasonable sense at all. And it hurts physically. It just really hurts. So that's my Saturday night experience. Other than that, I mean, I got a really late start driving today because I finished a very thick book. Okay, so I finished this very thick book, and I'm really proud of myself because I don't read that much, and I'm trying to, you know, get into it more, and I want to read, but oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just really sad. But I'm okay, thankful, I'm grateful. It could have been so much worse, holy cow. But I don't buy myself jeans very often. I bought 2 pair, and now one of them is ripped, and not in a cute way. Maybe I can make it cute. So there is no moral to the story. This is just a story, and I'm really sad. I just got done telling you guys all about this relationship that ended, and like, woe is me enough already. I'm just gonna move on from hurt and trauma. I cannot believe this. So for what it's worth, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm in Salt Lake. I don't live in Salt Lake. I've got to drive back home, which is like an hour away, like I said. So I also just gave my address, phone number, and email to a complete stranger because she offered to send me a free DNA test kit for the company that she works for, the one from Israel. So you can tell me if that was stupid in the comments or not, but I did it because she offered, and it was a free DNA test kit, and I'm curious about that. So it's not a blood test. They're not getting my blood. Although I have blood I could donate. It's all over my knees. I could donate that blood if I could figure out how to keep it fresh until I get my test kit in the mail. Anyway, like I said, could be so much worse, and I'm so grateful. But my hands keep stinging, and it keeps reminding me that this is painful. Just like the disappointment, that's a great word, of my relationship not working out keeps stinging as well, and keeps reminding me that that's a bummer, you know? It's a real bummer when things don't work out the way that we wanted them to. So it just takes a while, is what I'm trying to say, for the hurt to go away. It does happen, but you know, in the meantime, it just kind of hurts a little bit. So I'm in pain, physical and emotional, and a little bit of my pride has been hurt, but otherwise I'm whole, I'm complete, and I'm good. And I get my kids back on Monday, so I'm excited about that. So I did not plan on making this video. I planned on making my bladder video, which now I feel obligated to make, because now you're probably gonna be curious about it, and if you're not, then why are you even watching my videos? But I hope I will get to that soon, because I think it's a very interesting story. Something you need to know about me if you're going to get to know me. So all is well with the world, and right has been restored. My water bottle, even though it cost me a pretty penny, metaphorically, because it didn't cost me a dime, ouch, has been refilled, and I have emptied my bladder, which feels really relieving. And you don't need to know that, but I just told you anyway. And I think this video has gone on long enough, except it's like a few seconds short of 10 minutes, so I might as well at least make it to that. Have a good night.